Feature Friday.
The freshest. Okay, so this is Karina Kapoor playing the guitar.
No, you guys, this is actually a Shaan song. You guys sent me like a bit of a story behind this because we did a Bollywood podcast special in terms of classics from the 90s and 2000s. This is in 2003.
Nice.
And we didn't get a chance to check it out in the podcast. It's called Kasam Ki Kasam, and it's one of those sort of magical compositions by Shaan, who I really like. So let's give it a little watch, a little review, and let's give it a go.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Ooh, girl.
That doesn't look right to me.
The guitar playing was a little suspicious.
I mean, what the fuck? That's a brilliant ass intro. Hold on a second.
Watch this. I'm sorry.
That doesn't look right. However, excuse the, what would you call it? The mimic? What would you call it when someone's doing something? It's like lip syncing, but it's...
It's lip syncing, but on the
in
guitar.
the fingers. Excuse the finger syncing.
The emotion in those eyes, though.
They always do that. It's so cool.
Oh, cool.
That guy has so much ice, dog.
He screams music producer, doesn't he?
True.
Yes. Oh,
What charismatic man.
okay. Ooh! It's Hercules! He's in the picture! We like... Oh,
Is it Alka the singer? Who's the singer? No, it might not be Alka.
I don't
Hold
know. Ooh, let me just have a look.
You imagine if I actually guessed it correctly.
The singers is K.S.Chitra.
Chitra and Shaan. K.S.Chitra. She's also
K.S.
very, very
Chitra.
popular in the early 2000s.
Yes.
She still is fucking.
She's very like she's got this like brilliance to her voice, but it's also so soft. It's like she could put you in this trance lullaby state.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening in the picture though. She's really hurt, but there's like a less light in the mood environment to it as well.
Look at that. That's probably a good depiction of the confusion of what's happening at the moment.
Yes.
This is a really good depiction of kind of what I believe is happening. There's
There's
obviously...
a foreground and a subtext that play.
Yes. So,
Yes,
go
I
on.
agree. Yes, sir. I love me a good 2000 zoom in. That is the best way to describe the cinematic feel.
I have a question.
Yes.
If you watching from India, or you know a lot about the Indian sort of just way of consuming media, did novelas, like telenovelas, become...
Like soap operas.
Yeah, are they popular in sort of in India?
I would think so. I think every
No,
country has their own...
But the South American ones.
the
Did they
South
ever
American
sort of penetrate that market?
No, they've got their own dramatic stuff, I think.
Because like it's so funny because telenovelas, like, you know, places like Asia, sometimes people love them.
Yeah, correct. From
And that's,
South
and
America
that's kind of what
specifically.
the only thing they know about Latin culture.
Yeah.
It's just slapping and falling down the stairs.
No, not falling, pushing people down the
Yes.
stairs. We do not condone violence.
Those type of zooms and stuff.
Yeah. It's really good. I love the voice. Oh, okay. Why am I weirded out by that? Why am I strongly weirded out by that?
Don't know, maybe
A tokeress.
his hands are busy.
But why tokeress people?
What the fuck was that? You got
I'm just thinking. That was just my thinking face.
That's normal.
No,
I guess.
it's not.
I don't know
Who
if
the
I've ever
hell
done
does-
it.
Exactly. No, what the
Caressed someone else's toes with my other toe.
with your own toes.
Damn.
Bizarre.
Some intimate
I
shit.
want to watch again. It's just weird.
This guy has such a perfect face. What the fuck?
But the smug face after the caress.
So he knows what she, so she knows what he wants, yeah? Wants to play with those toes.
That's weird.
Yeah, because he has to do it low key, doesn't he?
Oh gosh. Oh,
Maybe
she
that's what the
doesn't
song
like
is.
him. Who wouldn't like him though? Oh.
Oh shit. Yeah, maybe he's not accepted in the family.
He's definitely the outsider, that's for sure.
Cool.
He's a bit of a big personality too.
Yeah, maybe a bit different. Ki Kasam. Fuck, I love his bit.
Beautiful.
Also,
Aaj pyar.
yeah. Well, there's lots of ways to call someone my beloved in Hindi or
Efra has
different
learned.
languages. I've read enough comments to now know that. There's so many. Can I name you one apart from Orepia? No, but there's
Mehuba.
yeah, Mehebuba.
Mehboob.
Yeah, Mehebuba. I think that's one of them, but that's in
I think it
that's
was
in Hindi as
Mehuba.
well. But there's like obviously I don't know what it would be in Canada. I don't know what it would be like in Tamil. I don't know what the fuck it would be. But however, I do think I'm getting smarter. You know,
Oh.
genuinely, like I think I'm learning. So thank you so much for all the information and stuff. I do try to digest all the information. It's got a lot. You know, but go on.
One less dumb people in the world. Let's go.
Well, that's the whole point of living, right?
Yeah,
Trying to learn
correct.
something new or something.
I think you do though.
Or something. Right?
Mama. See, he's a big personality.
Everyone loves
Also, maybe also he's like a foreigner or something.
it. You think?
Maybe.
Right, go on.
Oh. Okay, so he's in love with her the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know about these scenes, but I understand why they kept them. It's such a difficult instrument to try and play if you don't know how to play, or try and look like you know how to play it unless you. Maybe they could have done like. Yeah, that's a tough scene. And also, back in the day, man, you know, times were different.
Yeah, they were. And
Times were different, you know
I
what I mean?
think that the pretty section of of the song is definitely the instrumentalization. It's such a huge part.
Vale con let go.
It's funny. It's funny looking. It's like watching Bridgerton, and you know, like there were like these huge ball scenes, and they hired out this like orchestras to play these songs. Oh, they were actors. And it was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's
Woo. But you know, I think that the whole concept of the scene itself is focused on the music. So the addition of the acoustic guitar with the complementary piano element of it is such a brilliant break through the emotion that you're getting through the singing. I'm really interested to see what the male vocal will provide, because it's such a
That's true.
it's-
Shaan
it's-
hasn't sung yet.
that's right. It's such a soft lullaby, but also like full of emotion singing, phrasing.
I think also what's intriguing is, you know, using the composition and juxtaposing it through both the piano and the guitar, because they are both such different instruments.
Such well complementary together.
Right, but that complement each other so well, but also that brings such different dynamics to a song. So, for example, you know, this can turn much more, what would you call it, Hispanic, if you like, if it was to be only a guitar composition with the introduction of the piano and given the sort of Indian influenced and Indian classical influenced singing, you can then turn it into a much more original composition and something a bit more different that then turns into a hit and a classic that represents Bollywood. But it does, you can interpret it as in, you know, the guitar and the tones of the guitar represent sort of the much more feminine, romanticized, loving, caring, wanting, yearning sort of sensation of the woman. And then the piano is a bit more Western, is a little bit more penetrating, is a like, tiny bit more poignant. And he wants to be heard, he wants to be recognized.
I also think the piano represents "I'm here, I see you," from the pain and this the emotion from her aspect, because the introduction on the guitar solo and her big close up in the eyes and the emotion lets me know that she's opening up to something very vulnerable to her. And the pianist that comes in second time round, this guy, yes sir, he's there letting her know, I see you, I understand you. So it's like a communication without actual words.
I agree. I think it's also quite confusing to me because if you look at the picture, right, you see the three characters at the bottom. It's himself, right, just in different sort of...
No, this is the guy at the bottom here. It's
Bottom
Hercules.
left?
Yes. So this is her, obviously, and I think they're in a relationship. And he is the forever loving guy and the second male lead. And I also do think that he brings in a little bit of spice into the whole situation.
Right, because they look quite similar. Even that's what's interesting. It's like even the way they dress, the way they've made them wear the attire.
Yes.
It's genuinely, basically exactly the same.
Yeah, it's the same color gradient. Yeah,
the jacket looks nearly fucking identical as well.
That's true, correct. Yeah.
And the haircut, it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
They all both play instruments. They both, you know what I mean. So it's really intriguing in that sense. But go on, let's continue. He's being noticed for once.
Ooh, that's such a beautiful moment in the song.
And it's clicked.
For the first time now, she sees him too. Ah, so beautiful. Oh, he's the guy
That's an intense scene, dude.
Also, it feels such like a meta moment because I feel like that's only happening between the two of them. Like that recognizing of feelings and acknowledgement of each other is obviously happening between the two of them secretly, but it's so public because they're also performing to like this really close environment.
Sort of subcontext to in social dynamics, you know.
Yeah, but it's like it's kind of intrusive. It's like you're letting yourself into his mental thought process as well as hers in the same time, you know.
कसम की कसम है कसम से ये मिलन है सनम का सनम से कसम की कसम
Oh, he's also a facilitator. That's interesting.
ली कसम
That's so cool. I love that.
कसम 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 की कसम सिर्फ तुमसे.
This is complicated. This is getting juicy, okay? Between the three characters. This is really interesting. What the hell is happening? I have no idea. Continue.
अभी प्यार न होगा फिर हमसे
That guy's so charismatic. What the fuck?
Just listen to that though.
Very 2000.
It is the pinnacle description of like the fusion era of the alternative edge to indie music as well as Bollywood and the whole world coming together in one conclusion, like convoluted, amazing fusion of things. I love it.
Well,
I like this song.
It's interesting because you see lots of different influences from obviously instrumentalized in different, you know, instruments utilized or I guess widely known for specific regions. And also you kind of see, you know, we've been listening to a lot of Lucky Ali lately and kind of his influence through the whole Indian music industry. And you do see influences of, you know, a lot of his work and a lot of kind of his take on things. It seems it evolved into this, you know, 90s to 2000s Bollywood Classics time, which this obviously seems to be some of that. And Shaan was also a kind of flag bearer of that type of sound, same as obviously K.S.Chitra and like Chitra. And Alka Yagnik was obviously as well, has always been that kind of a recognizable female lead for this type of composition.
Yes, and I think those voices really do encapsulate exactly what the fusion is about. I got the lyrics though.
Lyrics is, it's a promise to a promise for a promise. I'm in love only with you. It's a promise to a promise for a promise. I'm in love with you. Now a lot of people always tell me that when we read these ones, it's always so intriguing because they feel, I don't know why the translations in English always repeat themselves when in Hindi they're not repetitions.
Right.
But like when you translate it into English, it seems they always fucking repeat themselves like 12,000 times. And then he says, people say that I'm mad and I don't know that. I've given my heart away and I don't listen at all. I've given my peace for restlessness. I've given my sleep for my loyalty to you. It's a promise, only a promise. It's as if he was like a really, you know, successful man. And I guess perhaps there's always the fear because he's so wanted and loved by other women and other people that perhaps he will not kind of, I guess, settle with her?
No, I do. This is what I think their relationship is. They're a duet. They work together.
Well, music.
Yes, musically speaking, and because that open communication in that instrumental section of the song was a really cool depiction of we've been doing this for a long time, but I've finally seen you.
What?
Yeah, that's okay. That's where
I finally realized that I'm in love with you, kind of thing.
Like, I've understood your feelings now.
Because that moment felt like, wow, what the fuck is this? This is so amazing. Why haven't we done this before?
No, but it is like the recognition of the emotion itself.
But if they were a duet, wouldn't you say they would know that they're fucking good at doing something together?
Yes, exactly. But didn't you see how naturally the musical interaction happened? It took them a minute to, like, understand.
Yeah, so it wasn't natural. It was unnatural. It was an anomaly.
I think it's the emotion, not the skill, though.
You think the skill was there, but it was the realization of love.
Yes. That's where I stand.
Yeah, that would be, I think, a fairly good explanation. I don't think there'll be a duo, though. I mean, who the fuck knows?
I think so. I think there might have been. But again, continue.
Now I'm confident that something has happened to you as well. Why do I look at you? Why does my heart think? I'm trying to stop the storm that's rising. It's a promise. It's a promise to a promise. I love that. It's a promise to a promise for a promise. This is a union of a lover with a lover. Oh. Now I won't be able to fall in love again. It's a promise to a promise. That's why Kasam Ki Kasam, Shaan Kasam. And then obviously this is Shaan's bit. Like kind of response to that. I'm in love with you. Now I won't be able to fall in love again. Interesting. I mean, I don't know. Again, this is why art is art.
Response, though.
Certainly, yes. Definitely a call and response. Whether they're a duo, who the fuck knows?
But then I just don't understand.
Do you mean a duo like partners?
No, as in like
they perform together.
Yeah, performing duo.
I would bet that's not the truth. Maybe you are right, but I would think that's not right. I would think that the right one would be they've always been around each other, not performing though.
I do. Okay.
She's always being the artist.
Okay.
Because there's such a big scene where they make such a big deal
to where then him getting recognized.
Where people then recognize his talent.
I agree.
So why would anyone?
Yeah, here.
You see what I mean? So why would that be a necessary scene? Why would they try and depict that idea? Maybe he was always in the background, and she was always in the forefront.
That's what I think.
So you think maybe that he was a musician of hers?
Yeah.
Oh, not a duet though.
Well, but in this particular spectrum, they're working as a duet. But they are though. Yeah, think about it.
I guess.
In the scene, there's no other musicians, just them two.
That obviously makes sense. But I mean it like in the context of the story.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
Because I thought that's what you meant. Like they're a duet.
Okay, I do think they do play together often though.
Okay, yeah, that I would agree with that. And I think he's always been in the background and people kind of didn't notice.
Sorry, I didn't explain myself well.
No,
it was super clear in my head.
Because I thought a duet as in, I don't know, fucking Shawn Mendes, Camila Cabello. But they imagined that was, Jesse Joy, but imagine they were a couple.
Okay.
That's what I thought you meant by a duet. Acmu.
No.
But imagine they were a couple instead of siblings. Or like...
I don't know. I'm just saying that they've been working together, and this is the first time they realized to each other face to face. They love each other.
And who the fuck is the other guy then?
Yeah, why is he like,
Because I thought he was the band in love. And he caressed her toes and shit.
I think he is her current partner.
Ah.
That's where I think this is
people
getting
hate him.
No, I think the mom doesn't agree.
Interesting. Well,
the situation.
I want this video to turn too long, but let us know what you guys thought about it. And what else should we check out next? And how wrong are our theories or how correct are they? Goodbye.
Goodbye.